The people united will never be divided. 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 The people united will never be divided.
All right, if you guys are just joining us, we are here for the citywide student walkout. You have schools all across the city of St. Paul. Students have decided to walk out and march from their schools all the way down to the state capitol, demanding justice for Renee Good, demanding that ICE gets out of our streets, that they get out of our state. As you can see, hundreds of students here. These are predominantly students from the east side of St. Paul. I would probably say there's about 200 to 300 students here right now. The schools that are here are Twin Cities Academy, students from Johnson High School, students from Harding High School. They all marched respectively from their schools down here to Indigenous Roots, and now are united as a group marching down to the Capitol. So we'll be talking to some of these students here today. Again, several hundred students from at least 3 or 4 different schools now. We're hearing that students citywide across the entire city of St. Paul are walking out of their school. So we are anticipating several thousand students to all meet up at the state capitol. You can see people honking their horns in solidarity.
No ICE in our streets. No justice, no peace. No ICE in our streets. No justice, no peace. No ICE in our streets.
There are several marshals who have volunteered to ensure that the students here are escorted safely. The city of St. Paul, it looks like, has also provided a few officers as escorts who are both in front of and behind this march to ensure that these students are safe.
No ICE in our streets. No justice, no peace. No ICE in our streets. No justice, no peace. No ICE in our streets. No justice, no peace. No ICE in our streets.
So tell us what school you're with and why you decided to come out here today.
I'm with Twin Cities Academy, and the reason why I came out here today was because I realized that a lot of my friends were actually scared to come to school because of ICE. And I don't like the fact that our education has to be stopped and we have to do all this just because ICE wants to be out here. It's not okay, and I like to get my education and go to college. And it's not okay that they're taking people off the street.
What grade are you in?
I'm in 10th grade.
And so tell us about some of those students that you said are afraid to come to school. Is like, how many students, if you had to like guess, how many students do you think that this is impacting?
I think about 100 students at least, because I know a lot of our population is of Hispanic descent, and I feel bad for them because like a lot of their parents are immigrants, and it's sad to really say that like we're here out and we have to keep doing this because their parents are scared to go outside now, and a lot of businesses are shutting down because of that too.
And what do you think is a solution for our city, for our state, and for the students who go to your school?
For ICE to leave, just be gone. This whole organization just needs to stop in a hole.
Any other words you'd like to leave people with today?
Be safe out there, y'all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
No justice, no peace.
So as you can hear there, a student from Twin Cities Academy saying that they're marching today because they want ICE out of our city. They want ICE out of our state, saying that at least 100 students has been impacted since immigration enforcement has increased. 100 students, at least, she says, are afraid to come to school or are no longer coming to school.
No justice, no peace. No ICE in our streets. No justice, no peace.
Again, if you're just joining us, this is a march of students from multiple high schools on the east side of St. Paul. We are marching down 7th Street at this time, headed towards the state capitol, where hundreds of other students are descending on the Capitol as a part of the citywide student walkout that's happening today. They plan to rally at the Capitol. They'll have a program there for some time. But again, right now, we know Twin Cities Academy, Johnson High School, and Harding High School. There may be a few other schools, but that's what I've been able to confirm in terms of which students are participating with this group right now that's headed down East 7th Street here. We're approaching Metro State University at this time, so still quite a ways to go. But from my estimate, I would say at least 200 to 300 students are here in this group right now.
No justice, no peace. No ICE in our streets. No justice, no peace. No ICE in our streets. No justice, no peace. No ICE in our streets. No justice, no peace. No ICE in our streets.
Now we're good.
So we're going to get ready to hear from a speaker here. It looks like they're stopping. So it looks like potentially we'll be hearing from a speaker here. Again, if you're just joining us, this is a group of at least 200 students here that has walked out Twin Cities Academy, Johnson High School, Harding High School. They are now marching towards the Capitol. They have halted briefly here. Obviously, lots of adults here volunteering, ensuring that these students make it safely down to the state Capitol, where they will be meeting several other high schools. This is a citywide, so across the city of St. Paul, student walkout.
Representative to the front, please. Who has a vest?
Right here.
I need 2 Harding representatives.
As you can see, lots of vehicles passing by. And I think maybe that potentially had something to do with it, that the traffic was getting backed up. And so potentially they pulled over to allow for a few vehicles to go by. So we're here with one of the students from Twin Cities Academy. Tell us why you decided to come out today in March.
Honestly, everyone who decided to come out today, we don't have school this week because of ICE. And this past week, I think all of us have learned more about protecting ourselves from ICE than we have spent time in our classes learning what we should be learning. And none of us are going to stand down. And I think that's what we really need to unite and stand together for.
Absolutely. Thank you.
No fear, no hate, no ICE in our state. No fear, no
to do an interview? So tell us why you decided to come out here today.
Because ICE is like Nazis. They're disgusting. They need to get out of here. If we can't stay here, they can't stay here.
Absolutely. And do you feel like this has impacted you or people you know?
Of course. I have a lot of family members that worked hard to get here from the refugee camps and everything. And for you guys to think it's okay to kick us out just because of color that's not right with me. Especially because y'all think y'all got power, the money, everything. That's not right.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 12th grade, ma'am.
Absolutely. And do you feel like you're using your voice today after you graduate? How do you see potentially activism being incorporated in what you do after school, after high school?
I'm sorry, I couldn't really hear you.
Do you plan to continue your activism after high school?
Of course. Like I said, if we can't stay here, they can't stay here. And if our community comes together to get y'all out of here, y'all gotta go.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yep, you're welcome.
Again, if you're just joining us, the group of students is now moving again, heading down 7th Street, headed towards the Capitol. You can see if you pan here just how big this group of students is. And mind you, they'll be meeting several hundred more students at the Capitol for today's citywide student walkout in St. Paul. Again, these students from Twin Cities Academy, Harding, and Johnson High School marching. We have people from Metro State who are out here today just kind of cheering on these students who are marching to the Capitol. Obviously, many of you guys have been following what's happening here in Minnesota, but these daily protests started after a federal agent fatally shot Renee Good in South Minneapolis. So this being the capital city, St. Paul, for people who are not from Minnesota may not know like just how close St. Paul and Minneapolis is. It's really only a 12 or 15 minute drive between the two cities. And so Minneapolis is not exclusively being impacted by these issues with immigration enforcement. It's impacting students and families in the city of St. Paul and across the statewide. We've heard reports in St. Cloud of people also being arrested there.
No ICE in our state. No fear. No hate. No ICE in our state. No fear. No hate. No ICE in our state. No
people here from Metro State cheering on the students.
No fear. No hate. No ICE in our state. Go home ICE. 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 Go home ICE.
What school are you guys with?
Johnson
High School.
Senior High.
And tell us why you guys are participating in the walkout today.
Because they killed our friends. This is not right. Everyone deserves to be here.
They shouldn't be taking American citizens.
And immigrants should be safe here. They're not doing nothing.
They deserve to be free.
How
We do not like ICE in our state. Go back. Go back to where y'all came.
anything else you guys like to add?
Go home, ICE.
Go home, ICE.
We don't want fuck ICE. Fuck ICE. Go home to your bum ass kids.
So there you're hearing directly from students participating in this. They have been impacted by what's happening in their communities, and they're demanding that ICE leave our state. As you can see here, it appears as though this group is growing even as we're marching, folks driving and joining the march from different schools, participating in the citywide walkout. Let me add, it is extremely cold here in Minnesota today. And these students, instead of just getting dropped off at the Capitol and doing some type of protest there have decided to march from their respective schools. And in some cases, we're talking several miles, walking several miles in the brutal cold down to the Capitol.
He hasn't said anything, so I think we might.
And just a note to our producer on the back end here, my connection to you is not working because of the brutal colds. So call or text Luke. You want to do an interview? Tell us why you're out here today.
I'm here to support this rally right here. All the schools are here, you know, and like, you know, I just don't agree with ICE, you know, what they're doing to these families. I was on call with my friend last night. He was so scared of being deported. It's terrible.
Step down here and we could walk together, walk and talk. So tell me what school you're with.
I'm with Harding High School. I'm representing them. I'm here. We're all a family. We're all people. We all bleed the same. There should be no reason we should be being deported, and our neighbors and family and friends is terrible.
And what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
How would you say, like, besides your friends telling you how they feel, have you heard of anyone you know or anyone from your school being impacted?
Definitely families, friends. They're definitely scared. Other friends of mine has definitely stayed home because of ICE, because their parents are so scared of them going out and possibly getting snatched by these ICE agents and like these ICE raids that are terribly hurting these people. This is not right. It's not right.
And do you have any confidence in any of the the mayor or the city councilors, the governor? Do you have any confidence in any of the politicians that they'll be able to do anything to stop the federal government from doing what it's doing here in Minnesota?
Well, I'm glad that the mayors are definitely supporting this protest and all this right here, and I'm glad that these young people right here are like standing up to ICE. This is definitely our future, and just get off our state, man.
Anything else you'd like to add?
That we're all people. We're all people. Love one another, spread kindness, and yeah.
Thank you so much. Again, if you guys are just joining us, a group of several hundred students here marching down 7th Street. As you can see in the background there, you can see the city skyline. So we are approaching downtown St. Paul here, where I believe more students are actually going to be joining this march today. And then they will all march together down to the Capitol. So we have students right now in this group from Twin Cities Academy, Johnson High School, and Harding High School. Another group of students will be joining before they get to the Capitol, and I think Washington High School may have students that are going to the Capitol, Humboldt High School, Creative Arts High School, and students from Central High School. So this is a citywide student walkout. Hundreds of students, and by the time we get to the Capitol, the group may grow to well over the thousands who are demanding that ICE leave our city, leave our state. Again, this is all really prompted from the fatal shooting of Renee Good last week in Minneapolis by a federal agent during an ICE operation. You can see here several volunteers, several adults who are marching with these students, marshaling, ensuring that they cross through these intersections safely. If you know the city of St. Paul at all, East 7th Street that connects to downtown and goes through the West 7th district, it is an extremely busy street. And so the fact that they are taking this route definitely is a disturbance to traffic, but oftentimes it's these types of actions that build more awareness for the people who are driving by. But yes, also in terms of safety, right, can be an issue, but a group this size can't just fit on the sidewalk. So they have marshals. They also have, I think, a few officers from the city of St. Paul who are at the beginning and the end of their march. Tell me what school you go to and what grade you're in.
I go to Twin Cities Academy and I'm in 11th grade.
And why are you out here today?
Because I want to fight for everyone's rights, and I think it's unfair what's happening right now.
And you said it's unfair. What's unfair about it? Tell us more.
The fact that they think it's okay to go into schools, and the motive is that they're taking criminals out of the country, but what criminals are going to be at the school? That doesn't make sense.
And tell me where you were when you found out that a woman in South Minneapolis was fatally shot by an ICE agent, and tell me what your response was to that news.
I was at school. I saw the notification on my phone. I didn't really look at it because I was at school, but I got home and I saw it on the news. It was just crazy. I didn't think it would get to that point. It's disappointing, really.
As a young person, what makes you hopeful about the future of this country?
I don't know right now. I don't have anything to say on that.
Yeah, it's tough. Any final words you'd like to leave people with today?
Fuck ICE.
Thank you for your time. So these are young people who are tired of what they're seeing in our city, in our state, in our country. Just asked a junior there in high school what gives him hope about the future of our country, and he doesn't have an answer. And so I know that there's a lot of things that are happening, the divisiveness between political parties, these, raids happening everywhere. And one narrative that has largely been left out of this conversation is, how is this impacting young people? How is this impacting future generations who will at some point be taking the baton to lead our country? Tell us why you're out here today.
I'm out here for my friends. I just want to support my friends. I don't like seeing kids our age. I don't like ICE going to schools. I feel like that isn't right.
And tell me where you were when you found out about what happened to Renee Good and how that made you feel.
I was actually on my way to work when I found out, because I work in South Minneapolis. And I wanted to join the protests over there too. I just feel like all this has going on right now just isn't right.
As a young person, what gives you hope for the future of our country?
I just hope we can turn things. I hope Gen Z can turn things around in the future, because I feel like we have a lot more power than people think we have. I feel like.
Anything else you'd like to add?
And to everybody who thinks this is just based off political views and everything, this has nothing to do with politics. This impacts people's lives. This has nothing to do with left wing or right wing whatsoever. And I just feel, I don't know, we're too far gone.
Well, thank you for your time today. Thank you. Again, as you can hear there, another student speaking out about why they're out here today marching in the brutal cold. One thing I think a lot of adults that I talk to who are helping to organize, helping to marshal and make sure these students make it safe. People recommended, hey, just meet at the Capitol. It'd be a lot easier than marching all the way from your school. And these students refused to just show up at the Capitol and rally. These students said that they wanted to march through the city, a citywide walkout. So you have students who are walking through each neighborhood, students walking through the east side of St. Paul. This group right here is Harding High School, Johnson High School, and Twin Cities Academy. I believe they're going to be meeting up with students from Humboldt High School, which represents the west side neighborhood. They'll be meeting up with students from Creative Arts School, which is a school that is downtown. And then once they get to the Capitol, they'll be meeting up with Central High School, which is the Frogtown and Rondo neighborhood. And I believe Washington High School is also participating in this citywide walkout as well. They'll be coming from the Wright Street area. And so literally students from every corridor, from every district, walking out today, walking through their neighborhoods. They did not want to just meet at the Capitol. They really wanted to make a statement and make sure that their voices as young people are heard and centered in this story, that they're not standing alongside, they're not in agreement with what they're saying, that their classmates are affected. The families of their teachers are impacted by this. Many of them, since there was an incident at high school in Minneapolis, many schools have now switched to virtual. In Minneapolis, they're offering virtual learning as an option until February 12th. We did hear from the superintendent here in St. Paul, Stacey Stanley, who made a statement as well. I believe she has offered for students in St. Paul to be able to do virtual learning as well. And so we're basically these young people, right? These are the people who had to do virtual learning in COVID. Now they were able to go reintegrate with their classmates for a year or two. And now basically having to go back to virtual learning. I don't think anyone has really thought about the long-term implications of that, of having basically your entire high school career be online. And so they're standing up not just about the virtual learning, but more so for the humanity of their neighbors, the humanity of their classmates, the humanity of their teachers, and just the humanity of other people who live in the state. As you can see, we are now entering downtown St. Paul. Several vehicles are honking in solidarity as they drive by. Obviously, the downtown district is a high traffic area. These students will be marching well through this district. Actually, I believe picking up another group of students from a school that's located down here. So tell us what school you're with and what grade you're in.
I'm at Johnson High School and I'm in 9th grade.
What made you decide to come out here today?
Man, I just want to support all the people that are going through all of this, all the families and stuff that are having a hard time.
As a 9th grader, tell me what your outlook is on the future of this country. What gives you hope for America?
Well, I feel like all these people here, they're supporting everyone, and it's just a miracle to see how many people are supporting these people that are struggling.
And I know that recently some of the schools switched to virtual, and I think in St. Paul they gave that option. Are you seeing a lot of your classmates do virtual learning instead?
Some of my classmates have. I know a friend that he used to go to my school. He hasn't gone anymore. He's switched to virtual learning just because of his family. His family doesn't really want to go through all that. You know, it's just security reasons and just stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I know that I assume you had to do virtual learning in the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
And so now to see that kind of coming back again, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I feel like it's good to be back with everybody in person, but I feel like people have a reason to do online school, and I see why they're doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Any other words you'd like to leave people with?
No.
Thank you.
Yep, you too.
So a 9th grader there who said that they decided to join the protest today because they're not in agreement with what's happening to their classmates. From what I've heard from students who have helped organize this walkout, they self-selected, I believe, 2 or 3 representatives from each school who are the students that are leading the chants. And this has not been a quiet group. They have been chanting the entire march down here, downtown. So we are now downtown. Again, Twin Cities Academy, Harding High School, and Johnson High School here swinging by to pick up more students from another high school that's down here.
United will never be divided. The people united. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
All right, y'all Spanish lesson for the day. All right, I got another little Spanish one for you. Goodbye, guys. We're almost to Freedom Arts. That's our stopping point. I need you guys to be loud. I need you guys to be heard. We are here marching in the city because what do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? All right. My voice is a little tight. I'm going to hand over to Lucia.
Again, students from Johnson High School, Harding High School, Twin Cities Academy, well into downtown Minneapolis at this point, marching down to pick out more students and then headed to the Capitol. We have Adrian Perry out here. We'll see if he has a few words, folks, coming out to stand in solidarity. Hey, Adrian, tell us why you came out here to support the student.
Yeah, I'm an educator myself, and sometimes they're limited in what they can voice at their place of education, and so I'm glad they're stepping out and doing something. My nephew, I believe, is amongst the crowd. It's multi-generational. My mom's right here, so we all support, and we're glad they're doing this.
Absolutely. Any other words you'd like to leave people with?
Keep going. We're here to support you. Let us know how we can help.
So we got to keep up with this march now. The crowd moving fast. It's super cold out here. These students, again, could have just met up at the Capitol, but they said no. They wanted to make a statement. They wanted to march through the city. And so they have organized, self-organized themselves. As you can see, lots of adults stepping up to volunteer to make sure that they make it safely through their route.
We're almost there, guys. Couple more blocks.
People honking in solidarity.
No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. 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 No fear.
This is normally a really high traffic area. And so we have a vehicle here in the front with lots of marshals just trying to stop traffic before this group of students gets to the intersection. I believe they may be going straight. Yep, they're still going straight.
Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear.
Tell us why you're out here today.
We're out here to protest. She used to be an illegal immigrant, and we're here to come out and show who we are as a community, all come together, and we're here to support.
What grade are you in?
I'm in a junior.
And so you feel like you guys have directly been impacted by these issues. Well, as young people, what do you see are some solutions?
I see us driving out ICE, and they're leaving us alone, so the world could be a better place.
Anything else you guys like to add?
Just using our voices, I think it's really important. There's nothing much we can do, but I feel like if we use our voice, then we can make a difference.
Thank you so much for your time.
No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate. No fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate.
What school are you from and what grade are you in?
Johnson. I'm a 10th grader.
And why are you out here today?
Because to help out the community from ICE and to help the people that have been deported.
Now I see you have a sign that says "Justice for Renee Good." Tell me how you've been impacted by what happened in Minneapolis.
Because I used to live in Minneapolis as like a little kid, so it's not okay to shoot somebody out of protecting herself, even though that she tried to pull away from the ICE agent.
Now, do you have hope that in the future there will be justice for her? Do you have hope that in the future that our country will move in a better direction?
Yes. Look, yeah, I have some courage that our country will move on and be a better place.
Absolutely. Some students are switching to virtual. Are you seeing a difference in attendance among your classmates?
Wait, say that again.
So you know how some schools are doing virtual learning, and I know St. Paul has offered that. Are you seeing less classmates come to school now because of that?
Kind of, yeah.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No.
And you said you went to Johnson. So I graduated from Harding. Now, you know, we're supposed to be rivals, but there's also students here today from Harding. You guys are united, even though there's these kind of quote unquote rivalries among schools. Anything you'd like to say about that, seeing students from multiple different schools come here today in unity and demanding justice?
I feel like it's inspiring because for a whole bunch of group of people to come together is a good thing, and people should do that more.
All right. Oh,
it's fine.
Thank you for your time today. You can see there a student from Johnson, Harding High School down here as well. Twin Cities Academy. So tell us about your sign. What's your sign say, and why are you holding that sign up today?
What happened to justice and liberty for all? It says peace and liberty for all, but I don't see it due to the fact that they take anybody, they're killing anybody, they're shooting anybody. It's insane.
And what school do you go to, and what grade are you in?
I'm a senior. I'm Chris. I go to Harding Senior High School. We are protesting and ICE. We're protesting against ICE. And we're going to the Capitol right now.
So it sounds like organizers are asking us to move fast. Let's get up here and then we'll keep talking. So you're a young person. You've been seeing how immigration enforcement is impacting our communities. Do you have any hope or any confidence that elected officials will be able to do something to stop the federal government here locally?
I think so. As of right now, I think Mayor Fry and Mayor Herr are currently suing the government for the deployment of ICE agents. And so I think as of right now, I'm wishing for the best, and I hope something happens. While at it, I would also like to wish the freedom of all the third world countries. Gaza, Sudan, and Congo. They're in every other third world country under the scrutiny of white supremacy and oppression.
So do me a favor, turn your side around so people who are just joining can see. You started to talk there a bit about what's happening globally.
Yeah.
I think that's something different for your generation than what we've seen in past generations. Why is the state of affairs globally so important to you?
Because if we can't help defend other people, no one else is going to help defend us when we're in trouble. No one else is going to defend us when we're in the oppression and scrutiny of everyone. And so we need to stand by whatever minority group and whatever is oppressed, because without that, we can't stand up for ourselves. We have no people to stand up for.
Do you see a connection? You mentioned the Congo. Do you see a connection to what's happening here in America and what's happening abroad?
Yes, I feel like due to the governments across the world, they're posing anything from death to oppression to dictatorship. They're just like America, just like what's happening with our president. They're doing the same thing across the globe. And if we can't identify what's going on across the globe, then we can't help stop, and we can't have people rally up to stop what's going on right now.
Any other words you'd like to leave people with?
Free Palestine, free Congo, free Sudan, free all the third world countries, and fuck ICE.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Again, if you're just joining us, we're here in the middle of downtown St. Paul now. This group of young people has marched all the way from East St. Paul here downtown. They're going to be meeting up with a few more groups of students from other schools and then marching to the Capitol. Lots of horns honking, people beeping their horns as they pass by in solidarity.
United will never be divided. The people united will never be divided.
Would you like to do an interview?
I would. I think my brother does. He's like,
okay, I'll do it after her. Tell us why you're out here today.
Because I think everybody should love each other.
And what is it that you've been seeing that's been happening in our world lately that makes you feel like they're not loving each other?
I've seen people do violence against one another just because their race or where they come from. And I just haven't seen the most negativity by the government and not a lot of people.
And what grade are you in?
Ninth.
You're in ninth grade. What do you think are some solutions for our country?
Everybody needs to stop caring what other people do with their lives. If you want to love someone that's the opposite gender of you, then do it. If you want to come to America for a fresh start, then do it. I don't think there should be a problem with it.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Fuck ICE.
Thank you for taking the time to speak with us. Oh, thank you. So are you, beautiful. So we've spoken to at least a dozen students now, all sharing a very similar message, saying that they do not support what's happening here in the city and the state, across the country. They're saying F ICE. We've heard that a lot. They're saying this is what democracy looks like, wanting justice for Renee, and seeing lots of adults who have stepped up to make sure that they get to the state capitol safely. So I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but I believe a group of students just kind of integrated into this march. And so now the march is a bit bigger. This group now probably about closer to 300 at this time. We're probably about maybe a 15 to 20 minute walk yet from the Capitol. They're chanting, protect our neighbors, ICE out. We've heard them say this is what democracy looks like. This is a group of high school students, so 9th to 12th graders here.
Hope so.
Tell us what grade you're in and what school you go to.
I'm a 12th grader. I go to Hardin High School.
And what made you decide to come out here today?
I know lots of people who have immigrant families, and I honestly feel for them, and I really just want everyone to be safe in America.
Absolutely. Have you seen a decline in attendance at your school since the ICE arrest started happening?
Honestly, yeah. I also been telling people on my own social media to stay home and just like prioritize their safety over anything else.
Absolutely. What do you feel like are some solutions for our country right now at this moment?
Just to get rid of ICE, for ICE to leave. They're violent, they're aggressive, they aren't helping anything. They're just making kids scared to go to school, and I think education is very important, and that's educating the younger ones is the way that we're gonna make our world become better.
As a young woman, how did it impact you to see another woman, a mother like Renee Good, be fatally shot by agents?
It makes me sad. All I can do is send out prayers to her family and to her wife. And all I can do is send out prayers to everybody. I want everyone to stay safe. And if you can, stand up, speak up. If you have a voice, be loud for the ones who have to hide at home. And speak up for the ones who can't. There are people who have to hide in their own homes right now, which I think is insane.
Any other words you'd like to leave people with today?
Yeah. Again, speak up. There are people who cannot leave their houses right now. If you can leave your house and go to a protest, do that. Stay peaceful and try to stay out of, try to keep yourself safe. And yeah.
So I'm a former Knight. I graduated from Harding. I love to see you guys out here with the Johnson Govies because usually there's a big rivalry. How does it feel to you to set that rivalry aside and unite with students from your rival high school?
It feels so good to see that we can put aside petty stuff for something bigger and something more important, because this is so serious. And honestly, I could just say, all I have to say is I'm so proud of all the SPPS kids who came out today and all the people who are joining our protest today to help us fight ICE, because they got to get out. They got to leave. It's time.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So a student there from Harding High School. That's actually where I graduated high school from, sharing her story, her reason of why she's out here today. It feels like it's getting colder the deeper that we get into downtown St. Paul. We are getting
You guys tired? Are you guys too tired to fight for our neighbors? No. When will we stop? Never. When will we stop? Never. Fuck ICE. Fuck ICE. Abolish ICE. Abolish ICE. Chinga. 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 The people united will never be divided. Fix up. Signs up. The people united will never be divided. 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 The people united will never be divided.
All right, so for those of you who follow me, this young lady may look familiar. You're a senior at Twin Cities Academy. Tell us why you're out here today.
I'm out here because I'm mad and I want to protect my neighbors. These are all people that I love. And it makes me so mad that my classmates are getting taken every day. Every day we're getting taking these people. We care. We're so mad. We're so mad.
And hurting.
Yes.
What do you see as some of the solutions for our country and how we move forward from this moment?
We need to find better solutions, to find people to get into the country. No one should be illegal on land that's not even belonging to our government. This isn't our land.
Tell me how you found out about the death of Renee Good and how that impacted you. How did it make you feel?
I think I was just on my phone and I saw it. It was kind of the same way that I kind of found out about George Floyd. I was just scrolling on my phone and it just made me feel violated because no one should have to face a death that cruel.
And what do you think justice looks like?
Justice looks like getting everybody back to their families that got taken wrongfully.
Anything else that I haven't asked you that you want to add? Thank you. Senior there from the East Side School, sharing a very passionate response. What grade are you in?
I am a junior.
And why are you out here today?
I'm fighting for my people. I'm fighting for their rights and for any immigrant, anybody who is scared to feel safe. Nobody should feel unsafe in this country at all, and that's horrible. That's unconstitutional. It breaks my heart to see innocent people, poor innocent people, scared to go outside because of ICE. It's terrible. My people and all sorts of people. It sucks.
What gives you hope for the future?
This is the future. Us the people, we have the future. This is right here. The future is right here, right in front of us, right now. We're watching the future right now.
What are some solutions that you think should be implemented in our country in order to unite us? We're very divided right now.
I think they should help immigrants get citizenship. I think they need to invest more in that than they already have. We're doing a terrible job of helping immigrants trying to get citizenship. We need to help them get into the country. We're the land of the free and home of the brave. We're not living up to that. We need to live for it. Come on.
What does your future look like? And do you see a role of activism being in your future?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll fight until the very end to see our people and everybody else in the country succeed. And my future is very bright. My future is bright, brighter than ever.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Let's get rid of ICE, dude. Get rid of ICE. Power to the people forever and ever. God bless.
Thank you for your time. Would you like to do an interview?
Sure.
Tell us why you're out here today. What grade you're in?
I'm here to help half of my family and my community in Minnesota from dividing and keeping everyone together.
Absolutely. And how do you feel like you and your classmates have been impacted by what's going on?
A lot of families from my school are being separated, and that's horrible. Yes.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like we are doomed. Like, I don't know, but if we just keep doing this, then we're gonna start some, I don't know, to be honest. Like, we just need to keep putting our voices out there. Just stuff like that.
What gives you hope for the future? What gives you hope?
By how many people are participating in riots and protests and stuff like that. I have hope in everybody here.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's it.
Thank you. So we are now approaching the Capitol, just about a block or two away here. Several other schools have now joined in with this group. This group is probably about 300 or 400 now, and we know that I believe Central High School and Washington High School, which are both in St. Paul, are also meeting up at the Capitol. I can see from here the lawn of the Capitol, and it looks like several hundred students are already there at the Capitol. You know, I think the thing about seeing young people come out and use their voice, I think it symbolizes something different. It awakens something in other people. We're seeing a lot of adults on the sideline smiling and cheering. I did see one guy shaking his head, but for the most part, all of the adults who are down here, who are working, have shown their support for what young people are doing. You want to do an interview?
Sure.
You want to talk about why you're out here?
Well, I'm out here today because all my life I believe that the United States of America is the land of the free. You know, where you can do anything you want, anything you dreamed of. But killing somebody for going home, that's not what I dreamed of. I'm here to fight for what's right.
Absolutely. And what do you think are some solutions to unite our country and move us forward?
We need to abolish ICE. And we need to make sure that every person here is able to be here.
Do you have confidence in our local politicians to be able to bring forth those solutions?
I believe that the people that we elect, we have to believe in them to do that.
And what does your future look like? You're out here, you're standing up for what you believe in. How do you see this playing a role in your future?
I always believe in fighting for what's right. If you're not going to stand up for yourself, who is? If you're not going to stand up for anybody, who is going to stand up for you? You have to be able to fight for what you believe in.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Abolish ICE.
So there we have another student here from one of the East Side high schools marching to the Capitol. We are drawing closer and closer. As you can see there, the Capitol just there in the background. It got colder. It got windier. So these students now, this group of about, I'd say more than 300 from schools on the east side of the city have now just arrived to the state capitol, where we're seeing hundreds more of students who have already made it here. Students from Central High School, I believe students from Washington High School who are also marching here. A citywide student walkout. So if you can see there at the steps of the Capitol, there's already hundreds of students here. I believe they are going to do some speeches. So we'll continue to carry the stream through their program as well. I will say, because it's so cold, some of the technology has been failing and shutting down today. It is extremely cold and windy. Tell us why you guys are out here today. We're going to walk and talk.
So today we're outside to protest ICE because they've been plaguing our community and just making it very unsafe to be outside, making it everybody's scared. And I don't know.
I'm out here today because I want to protect my neighbors. I want to protect myself. I want to protect my family and friends. This isn't right. This is not Germany. I don't know why they think that this is okay. Trump is not no God, so he's playing God.
And they're saying that they're rounding up dangerous criminals, but you guys are staking outside of bus stops with little kids. So I'm confused. Who are the dangerous criminals that you guys are collecting? Because I'm sure as hell not the little kids that are at the little ass bus stops or teenagers walking to school, middle schoolers walking to school. I'm really confused.
I'm out here to protest for my friends. I have just myself, my community. Also to protest, no one can be illegal on stolen land. People were already here first, so it makes no sense. So,
what grade are you guys in?
I'm a senior.
What role do you guys see activism playing in your futures? Is this something you just see yourselves doing today, or do you see yourself continuing to advocate for justice even after you graduate?
I can see myself continue to advocate for myself and for other people because it's what's right, and I feel like we all just have a duty to stick up for one another and to be there for one another in times tough times like this, especially when it gets to part people are losing their lives. I feel like it's up to the community to come out and speak out and make sure that nothing like this happens again. So,
anything else you guys like to add as we approach the Capitol here?
I just want everyone to know history has its eyes on you, y'all. History has its eyes on you. Do right, do better, do way better for your community. You can do it.
Thank you for your time, ladies. Thank you for your time. As you can see here, I'd probably say well over 1,000 people out here today, students participating in the citywide walkout here taking a stand against the increased immigration enforcement that we're seeing. If you're just joining, I know I've said this previously, but I just think it's important to note, you know, these students really could have just showed up here at the Capitol, but they made a decision that they wanted to march. They wanted to march from their schools and make a statement from across the entire city so that people in the streets would see them. Lots of adults, as you can see here with this sign. It says, "Proud of you students, you are courageous. ICE is cowardly." And this was one of the points that I was making as we were marching, seeing lots of adults who are coming out here and encouraging these students.
Marty, TCA, Johnson, on the grass, on the grass.
So we are going to try to make our way up here so that we can carry the rally. Lots of students from lots of different schools. So we're going to have to try to make our way up here to the front. Excuse us. All right.
Everybody else stay back except the banners.
Would you like to do an interview?
Yeah.
So we're here with one of our elected officials. Tell us what district you represent for those who are not familiar and why you're out here today supporting these students in St. Paul.
I represent District 65A. We're just not far from here, right here at the Capitol. My name is the State Representative Samakab Hussein. I got an email from a lot of students from St. Paul Public Schools. They don't want to walk out because this has been separating a lot of family members, and we have to stand up with our community.
Absolutely.
This is beyond racial profiling, immigrant community, especially black and brown, and the state of Minnesota. We're saying it's enough is enough. We want to make sure that people have justice, and I want our community to know that as a representative, we want to stand up with them.
And in some ways, this has hit your front doorstep. Your home was recently targeted. Talk about how that has impacted your personal sense of safety, alongside the fact that one of your colleagues was assassinated here in the state of Minnesota just a few months ago.
This politics is creating a hate, and we can't be having a hate. We need to have a peace. If they have a issue, they should have brought up the policy, not a problem. My house was being targeted, yes. My kids and my family fear, but I'm here to serve the community, and this is what I'm passionate about. And I mean, fear is not gonna have me step down, or I'm gonna be here for the community, the people that cannot have a voice.
Well, I know today is about the students, so we appreciate you being here, and I can't imagine what you're going through. If you're around, we'll talk to you more. But right now, I want the people to see the unity of students citywide. You have students today from Harding High School, Johnson High School, Washington High School, Humboldt High School, Como High School, Central High School, Twin Cities Academy, CAST, which is the Creative Arts School downtown. I would say well over 1,000 1,000 students here today, all speaking out, demanding justice for Renee Good.
No fear. Immigrants are welcome here, no hate. 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 No fear. Immigrants are welcome. I'm going to tell you, black, brown, Asian, white, we all unite for immigrant rights. Black, brown, Asian, white, we all unite for immigrant rights. Black, brown, Asian, white, we all unite. Black, brown, Asian, white, we all unite for immigrant rights. Black, brown, Asian, white. Black, brown, Asian, white. Black, brown, Asian, white, we all unite for immigrant rights.
Hello?
Okay, we're gonna do the other one we did earlier. No justice, no peace, and then we're gonna say her name. When I say her name, I want you to say it as loud as possible, okay? No justice, no peace. 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 Okay, right now this is what we said. Okay, I'm gonna say what's her name. I need to hear.
So we have a school board member here. Tell us what it feels like to see students across the city here united at the Capitol.
You know, truthfully, today, seeing hundreds and hundreds of kids walk out of my school that I went to as a kid, that's when I said, I've been saying, but what I really said today at that time, our kids should not have to walk out of school to say, ICE, get out of our city. They're being terrorized. They're putting their selves in harm's way to say, get out of our city. And the people here, including our governor, need to listen to that and do whatever they can to protect our kids right now in this moment. And that's all it's about, is protecting our kids.
And I know that you represent the school board, but just as an individual being here in Minnesota, how has this impacted you?
This has greatly impacted me. You know, I'm 4 generations, 5 generations here, West Side, born and raised. And to have your head on a swivel for people that the government says they're supposed to protect us, that's crazy. And when you have a responsibility to protect the kids in this neighborhood and across our entire city, that weighs on you. You don't sleep. That's not something it's not about us right now. It's about these kids, and that's all we need to care about, and making sure that they have what they need to learn and thrive in our society right now.
Any final words you'd like to leave people with?
No, I think everyone needs to do whatever they can right now to support our kids, to support their neighbors. They have to stop seeking permission to do so. They need to make sure that everything in their power they're expending on making sure our kids are safe and that they have what they need. That is it.
Thank you so much for your
Thank you.
So, well over 1,000 students here today.
I'm gonna ask you guys, let's listen to this man right here. He's gonna give us a little speech. Oh, Attorney General, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce him, sorry.
We should go closer.
So my name is Keith Ellison, and I am your Attorney General. And you may wonder, what is an Attorney General? The Attorney General is the people's lawyer. That means I'm your lawyer. That means I represent you. That means it's my job to stand with you in court and fight legal battles, and that is why I sued the Department of Homeland Security 2 days ago. We sued them because they are breaking the law. They are breaking the law. Now let me tell you, this escalation, this surge, which is resulting in not only people being beat up, not only people being thrown to the ground, not only people not going to school, not only people not going to work, but it's resulted in the death of one of our neighbors, Renee Good. I want you to remember her name. She's a martyr. She's sacrificed. She's been taken away from us, and we will never forget her. We'll always hold up her memory. Are we right? And I want you to know that this lady, she died when she was trying to help the most vulnerable neighbors in our community. That is when she lost her life, when she was giving of herself to protect others. And that is what you are doing today. You're not afraid of the cold. You're not afraid of ice. You're standing up strong. And I am so incredibly proud of you. Now, I know many of you are like 17 years old, 18, anybody 15, anybody 14, anybody 13. And you guys, you're not the future, you're the right now. You're not what we're hoping for, you're what we got. And your bravery and your courageousness and your willingness to stand up here for all people, all colors, all cultures, all religions, for you willing to stand out here and demand justice means everything. You have the right to protest. You have the right to organize yourselves and raise your voices. So look, I'm gonna leave now because this is your protest, not mine. I just wanted to be here in support of you. I just want to be in support of you. I didn't care whether I said a word, but I wanted you to know that I was here with you, fighting with you, standing with you, and it is my great honor to be with you. So keep fighting, stand up strong, don't back down. We will win. Thank you.
Hey guys, can we say thank you on the count of 1, 2, 3? Thank you! Okay, let's keep going. Thank you so much. Yes. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Okay, guys, I'm gonna ask. Wait, we need to take a step. Can we take a step back, guys? Motions, can we make sure everybody's standing and taking steps back? Take a step back. Thank you guys so much. Let's give the camera crew space. No justice, no peace. 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 Please blow a whistle to listen. You see eyes. Yeah, don't blow a whistle without seeing eyes. There's people here are probably scared. I'm scared, so don't blow a whistle, please. Please.
So we have Maria Issa, who is here with us. You are currently a state representative, but running for commissioner. Why are you out here today with these students?
This is my district, and these are the students that I work for, that I stand up for, that were my students before I came into this place to fight for their voices. And even more so now, we all got to be out here, regardless of our positions, regardless of where we at. Where we need to be is listening to our students, listening to our future leaders so that they have a future to continue to demand humanity. It's not even about fighting for equity. It's about fighting for humanity right now.
Absolutely. And you, your family is from Puerto Rico. How has this impacted you as a woman who represents immigrant communities? How has this impacted you seeing the way that ICE has come into our community and are brutally arresting people, violating constitutional rights and more?
So as Puerto Ricans, born on Puerto Rico or born here in Minnesota, we're citizens due to the 1917 Jones Act. But we know what it's like for a federal government to ignore us and to leave us to die through generations of being drafted to war. Even just 8 years ago with Hurricane Maria, when the first Trump administration denied us access to life essentials, emergency essentials.
So even though you're citizens, still being treated like immigrants.
Absolutely. We're treated as second-class immigrants. So when me as a Puerto Rican woman coming from generations that have fought to vote, that have fought to be acknowledged as first-class citizens, it's more important now that we utilize our voices for all of our immigrant communities. We need to start to continue to build multicultural coalitions so that our people are not divided, but more unified to stand up for the injustices that happen to our Black and brown and our indigenous communities.
What are you hearing from your colleagues? I know that there's been a lot of fear since the assassination of Melissa Hortman. What are you hearing from your colleagues in terms of policies, in terms of solutions? Are you hearing of policies or solutions? Are people feeling like there's not much that they can do on a state level to protect citizens from the federal government?
Right now, we are not in our legislative session as legislators until February 17th, but that doesn't mean that we can't do anything. I like to say, as vice chair of our People of Color Indigenous Caucus and chair of the St. Paul delegation at the State House, we are organizing with our local leaders to our state leaders on the ordinances that the city can do, that the county can do, and what policy we can enforce for our executive office branch of the governor's office to do executive orders. Take these masks off from these federal agents, make that illegal, protect our streets, protect our schools. Our kids are in fear. If we are not listening to the real facts and the data and the research, then we're not doing our job. So right now, we're doing everything that we can to create those legislations to drop in there and continue to vocalize right here on the grounds from my district all the way to greater Minnesota right now. ICE is everywhere, and we're telling them to get out. We are asking our governor's office to please act now in what you can do with your power, because this is a war against Minnesota right now. It is a war targeting the policy that we have created, that we have authored, and our children are suffering. Families are suffering. Our state is a state of immigrants for a reason, because we believe in humanity, and we can't lose that right now.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I just want to say, everyone stay safe. Reach out to my office. If I can't do anything, I'm going to find somebody who can. And our community organizations, God bless them right now, because it's a grassroots organizing, collectively working with us, that are making things safe as possible.
One last question. You're a mother.
Yes.
We witnessed a mother be shot and killed. How is this impacting you as a mother?
Oh, extremely. I mean, you're a mother, Georgia, and they don't care about mothers. They don't care about color of skin. They care about who's hating with them and who's not. And as a mom right now, to other parents, other families, keep the joy as much as possible around your children and keep the fight, because it's about making sure that they don't have to deal with this in 40 years. Thank you.
So as you guys can see, several schools here. We're hearing that Central High School has not arrived yet. So more students are on the way.
Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Hey guys, camera crews, can we move back, please? We need our space. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is about the students. Move. Thank you. Come on, make some noise. Thank you. Okay, I just want to let you guys know I graduated 2024, class of 2024, and I want you to know this is a fight that will never end. But I want you to know there's people in the Capitol right now having conversations that we are not included in. What are we going to do? We're going to make our voices heard until they hear it. What are we going to do? We're going to make our voice heard. We're going to make sure they know we're here and we're not leaving. You guys are the next generation. You guys are here to make changes.
Whatever you
no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here, 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 no hate. Immigrants are welcome here, no hate, no fear. Okay, I just have a question for you guys. I have a question. Who shoots at these? I can't hear you. Who shoots? I still can't hear you. Who shoots? Y'all getting there. Who shoots? Who shoots? I can't hear. I can't hear him. Can you hear him? Can you hear him? Nah. Who shoots? Wait, they might got there. Who streets? Who streets? Who streets? Wait, can you hear him? Can you hear him? Only a little bit. I don't know. Who streets? Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Who streets? Our streets! No, I can hear you. But can they hear you? Who streets? Our streets! 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 Can you hear us? Can you hear us? You can't hear us? Damn it! Who streets? Our streets! 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 I can hear y'all now. Okay. Who streets? Our streets! Nah, y'all went down though. The energy was up there. Who streets? Our streets! Our streets! I can't hear you. Let's go. Hear y'all. What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? Ice out. What do we want it? What do we want? Ice out. What do we want it? What do you want? Ice out. What do you want it? Ice out. What do you want it? What do you want? Ice out. What do you want it? What do you want? Ice out. What do you want it? What do you want? Ice out. the people in the Capitol hear you. What do you want? What do you want it? What do you want? What do you want it? What do you want? What do you want it? What do you want? What do you want it? What do you want? What do you want it? What do you want? What do you want it? What do you want? What do you want it? What do you want? What do you want it? What do you want? Where do you want it? What do they want? Where do you want it? What do you want? What do you want it? What do you want? What do you want it? What do you want? What do you want it? What do you want? Make them hear you. What do you want? What do you want it? What do you want? What do you want it? We should have had them out yesterday, but what do we want? What do we want it? What do we want? What do you want it? What do you want? What do you want it? I want you to make them. I want you to say her name and his name. When I say her name, you're going to say it loud as possible so that people can hear you. What? Say her name. Say her name. I can't hear you. Say her name. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Say his name. I can't hear you. Say his name. Louder than that. Say his name. I don't care. Say his name. Game order. 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 Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. I can't hear you. Say her name. Renee Good. 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 No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Okay, guys, I hear you saying it. I see your mouth's moving, but I don't hear it. Do you hear it?
I can't hear that, but again, I just want to show the appreciation they can for coming out here in this cold weather to stand for what's right, to speak for those who don't have the right to speak for themselves. It is a privilege to be out here, and thank you all again. I just can't show how much love and appreciation that we have and that we have for you all. So let's keep this going. All right.
Hey guys, we're gonna make room for Central, okay? I know this is a lot of people. We're gonna make sure where I'm pointing, let's make space. Move to this side or this side so Central can get in. Let's make some space for our team here, guys. No community. Come on, let's move Central. If you guys can hear me, let's move here. We're making space for you guys. Hey guys, can you guys move to the side so Central can come through? Central, I'm right here. Everybody, Central's gonna come through right here. Right here, Central. Right here, Central. Okay, guys, we're gonna get Central. I need you guys to move your things.
Until it got too close.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna need you guys to make more room. Take steps back and that way. The Central's coming in big.
Yeah.
Move, guys, take steps that way. Hey, Marshals. Marshals. Central, you guys can come through right here, into the middle, right there. Central, into the middle, that way. Camera crew, because you guys do your cameras just coming up and saying everything. Thank you, guys. Central, that way,
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No peace. No peace. No peace. No justice. 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 No peace. Take this back.
Hey guys, can we clap back for our marshals? Can we clap back for our marshals? Thank you. Thank you. But I still want to hear your chant. No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
This is a peaceful protest. Move this way, guys. Come on. Central, let's move this way. Is there any more Central students here?
I know that kid. I know that guy. Oh, I know that kid. He's still over there. No justice, no peace. 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 No justice, no peace.
Okay, Central, let's keep it moving. I know y'all can walk faster than that. Come on, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Let's keep it moving,
So hopefully people can hear me if you want to stand this way. If you're joining us right now, there's students from Central High School, Harding High School, Johnson High School, Como High School, as well as Humboldt High School and Creative Arts School, and potentially others. This is a citywide student walkout. All the students marched from their respective schools here to the Capitol in protest of ICE demanding justice for Renee Good. We even heard some chants for Keith Porter. If you're joining us and kind of wondering what is the holdup with the speakers, well, there was a large group from Central High School that got here after the other students. I'd say well over 1,000 students, and they were all behind the speakers back here on the first set of steps. And so organizers were asking them to kind of join the crowd here so that the rally could be together, the speakers could be together. And so when you're talking about that many students, it takes a bit of time. And so right now, that's kind of what they're waiting. If you look over here, you can see many students walking down. And this is after these students have already marched from their high school. So these students have been out here in the frigid temperatures for, I would probably say, well over an hour and a half. Especially schools who are deep on the east side of St. Paul or deep on the west side of St. Paul. So we're hearing that there are
no justice, no peace. 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 Any chance? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is there any more Central students coming through? Wait, hold up. Do we have any more Central students coming through? Keep it moving. Not close it open. Keep it open. Hey guys, she's gonna announce something. Make sure you listen. This is very important. If you guys are cold or need something to drink, there is a church nearby at 105 University Street. It's right over there. If you guys are cold, you guys go head there. Again, 105 University. Okay? Do we got that? 105 University! If you don't remember the address, it's right across, right over there. The church is right there. It's not hard to miss. It's right over there. It's the big yellow one. The big yellow one. Okay. Huh? Everybody have a poster?
The only thing I got to see is Tracy. You're somebody's little brother, right? Kendall. You're Kendall's little brother? Yeah. Good to see you, kiddo. Sorry, crazy. Oh, you have me. You're not cold. It's just like my hands are warm.
So
you do that. Take off my shoes, put on my shoes. Did somebody ask if I want to? Or do you want to? You know, girl, you want to? Drop it. They started smushing earlier. And so everyone, the smoke went up and I just kept away.
Not even that's I like the ones that are all
That burning stage to cleanse the space. Look at that light, like before it happened. Like right here. I mean, you don't have to like it No, you're good, you're good.
Hey guys, can we take 3 steps back if you're on the stand? Take 3 steps back if you're on the stairs. Hey guys, if you are on the stairs, take 3 steps back.
So if you guys are just joining us, we have well over 1,000 students. I'd probably say at this point about 3,000 students who have descended on the Capitol. Students are from Central High School, Como High School, Twin Cities Academy, Harding High School, Johnson High School, a citywide student walkout, students protesting ICE being here in our city, in our state, students demanding justice for Renee Good. And right now what we believe they were working on is getting students who came.
I just want to say thank you guys so much for having us. I'm from an organization called Sunrise who would like to join us. And right now I'm going to hand it over to the students. Thank you guys so much for having me today. I hope you guys keep being the great students you guys are and the leaders you are. Thank you guys. Hey guys, listen up. I'm going to hand it over to Lucas. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I'm going to join you out there.
Let's go! All right, to start off the event, we're going to have a song by Frank and Penelope, Blowing the Wind by Ronald Jordan. Let's hear it.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
Yeah, let's do it.
How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever gone? The answer, my friends, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years must the mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years must some people exist before they're allowed to be free? And yes, how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friends, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes,
Yes, and how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? And yes, how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? And yes, how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Thank you, guys.
Will everyone join me in welcoming City Council Vice President Warjeon Kim?
Everyone, Walkout Kim, she, her. I am so inspired to see all of you out today. St. Paul students sent a clear message to Donald Trump to get the F out of St. Paul. And get the F out of Minnesota. One of our community elders said you have to honor the truth, you don't soften it. So I want to be very clear. Our immigration system has been broken for a very long time. We've been separating families for a very long time. Children have been in cages on the border for a very long time. So when this is over, because as sure as F is going to be over, all of us must commit to compassionate and an inclusive immigration reform. Can you commit that with me? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. ICE agents in Minnesota are releasing unconstitutional violence on our community members. They're pulling people out of cars. They're letting them run down the streets. They're snatching people off the sidewalks. They're indiscriminately deploying tear gas, pepper spray, rubber bullets on our community members that are observing to help keep our communities safe. So do not question this moment in history and whether or not you are on the right side and whether or not every individual action that you take every single day is going to make a difference. So thank you all for being here today. Donald Trump is going to send another 1,000 agents to Minnesota, and he wants to make an example of us. But we already know that we are the example. When we stand up and we fight and we connect communities, we will win against fascism and fascist regimes every single time. Because when immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? In this moment, I've heard a lot of people talk about this being an occupation, and we describe it as a regime. In this moment, we also have to reckon with indigenous communities being under our settler state occupation right now. So in this moment, we have to bring truth to this space, fight for land back, fight for our water, and fight for indigenous sovereignty. All right, so I'm gonna try something. I want all of you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. The authoritarian regime wants to steal our dreaming and vision from us. They want to steal us dreaming of a better future that is absolutely possible. So close your eyes. I want you to think about what that future looks like. What does it feel like in your gut? And for me, this vision that I share with you is that we are bringing forward a new version of our world where immigrant communities and all of our communities are not only safe, but they are protected. So I've got one question. Keep your eyes closed. How many of you are willing to do everything that you can to ensure that this big, bold, beautiful vision will become possible? Raise your hand. Keep your eyes closed. Now I want you to take your hand and put it into a fist. All right. Open your eyes. Look around. There's no one coming to save us. But the best part about it is that means it's up to us. We have the power to make change. Thank you, St. Paul students. Welcome to the resistance.
All right, student representatives are going to come up from each school and let us know what our communities are feeling. All right, they're going to have some speeches for you. First up, Augustina and Alexa from Highland.
Hi everyone, I'm Alexa. I'm a senior at Highland Park. And I'm Augustina. I'm also a senior at Highland Park. We wanted to use this opportunity to share the voices of our classmates at Highland as well as our own.
Queremos usar esta oportunidad para compartir las voces de otros estudiantes junto con la de nosotras.
This is from today in class. My family and especially my parents are so scared to the point where we have to barricade our door just in case.
Ever since this whole situation started escalating, I've been worried about my parents and praying every night that they come back home safely.
I'm scared for my friends. I'm scared that they'll be taken and that no one can help them, that I can't help them.
To those of you who ignore your neighbors being kidnapped, where do you draw the line? When will you speak up?
When this started, I never thought it would go this far. I fear that if my family goes out, I will never see them come back home.
I feel as a student I should not have to worry about my peers and their family's safety. Ya no más!
These voices are why we're here today. It is extremely encouraging to be here, surrounded by students who are all working to care for one another. We want to use the time we have to urge us all to keep showing up.
Estas voces son la razón por la cual estamos aquí hoy. Es muy motivante estar aquí, estar rodeado por estudiantes que están trabajando juntos para quererse uno a otro. Queremos usar este tiempo para urgirles a todos a seguir apareciendo.
As daughters of immigrants and people who share a community with immigrants, every day we find it more unacceptable to be complicit, to be silent. Our wish for everyone here today is that you too can reject compliance and continue to show up for your neighbors.
Como hijas de inmigrantes y chicas que compartimos una comunidad con inmigrantes, todos los días lo encontramos más y más incapaz de actuar en complicidad, a quedarse calladas. Nuestro deseo es que todos aquí también rechacen la complicidad y continúen apareciendo para sus vecinos.
Continue coming out and protesting. Continue supporting local business. Continue sharing resources and ask your people what they need from you. In times like these, it's easy to drown in feelings of helplessness. We urge you to do the work and force yourself to take action, however that may look for you.
Continúen compartiendo recursos. Pregunten lo que necesitan los demás. En tiempos como hoy, es fácil ahogarse en las emociones de impotencia e incapacidad. Pero te urgimos a a hacer el trabajo y esforzarse para tomar acciones como sea que puedas.
When we were coming up with this speech and looking for inspiration, we found a quote by AOC that says, "There's a weapon of cynicism to say protest doesn't work. Organizing doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. Because frankly, it's set out of fear. Because it is a potent force for political change. Now more than ever, it's necessary that we reject cynicism and not only remember the love we have, but act on it."
Cuando empezamos este speech, este discurso que vimos durante la clase de español, encontramos un quote de AOC que dice: hay un arma en el cinicismo cuando nos dice, la protesta no sirve, la organización no sirve, no cambia nada, pero eso se dice desde el miedo, porque la organización es una fuerza poderosa para el cambio político. Hoy más que nunca debemos rechazar el cinicismo y no solo hablemos de amor, sino que también tomemos acciones por él. ¡Gracias!
Okay, next up is the representative from Central, Navi.
Hi everyone, thank you for having me here today. Number one, I just wanted to start off to thank all the adults and the volunteers who were here with us and during our walkout. Thank you to the organizers who made today possible, and thank you to every single student, family member, and community member who showed up. Showing up matters. Using our voices matter, because the choices being made right now don't just affect today, they help determine our future. We are here today because students in Minnesota should not have to live in fear. We stand against the presence of immigration and customs enforcement in our communities, our neighborhoods, and especially near our schools. ICE claims its job is to target undocumented adults. So we are here to ask a simple question. Why are they showing up where children are? Why are families being torn apart? Why are students afraid to walk home from school? And why are schools, places meant to protect us, becoming spaces of fear? If we have to worry about students being taken while walking home, then what does school safety even mean anymore? We're the next generation, and we are paying attention. This administration challenges Minnesota every single day. We are seeing more federal agents in our cities than local police in Minneapolis and St. Paul combined. That should concern everyone, no matter your politics. Minnesota is a state built by immigrants. Our classrooms, our neighborhoods, and our future depends on protecting families and not ripping them apart. We are not here to cause harm. We are not here to create chaos. We are here to demand dignity, safety, and humanity. We will not sit quietly while families are terrorized. We will not accept fear as normal, and we will not stop speaking up. Look around you. This is what community looks like. Students, families, schools, and neighbors standing together. We are here together. We are watching out for one another, and we are not afraid. Fear is how systems try to divide us. Community is how we protect each other. As students, as Minnesotans, and as the next generation, we choose unity over fear. We choose people over politics, and we choose to stand together every single time. Thank you.
My name is Luke. I'm a representative from Elm, and I'll be reading the next speech. We are here because people are scared. The underlying message of the Trump administration and the ICE agency is terror. That terror is not only represented by the violence of a masked government army, but by the targeted hatred that turns neighbors against each other. Instead of teaching to celebrate the diversity that is America's greatest strength, the Trump administration has indoctrinated uneducated citizens into hating anyone who is other. Neighbors turn on each other, a pattern that has been seen time and time again throughout history, and that terror always leads to tragedy. The terror makes non-white people fearful to leave their house, fearful that their neighbors will report them to an agency that does not care if they're U.S. citizens or not. A friend of mine who is a U.S. citizen could not come to this protest because of the terror surrounding it. His family feared for his safety and asked him to stand back. He had a speech prepared, a speech that I will read to you now because no one should have their voice silenced by fear. In his words, I would like to start with a moment of silence for those who have suffered because of ICE's actions. We should not have to live in a world where kids don't feel safe going to school. We should not have to live in a world with a president who defends murderers. We should not have to live in a world in a shattered community with pieces missing. We should not have to live in a world where people are afraid, even in the safety of their own homes, of masked terrorists coming in and ripping their family apart. The world we are experiencing around us today is a very scary place. People are being murdered for defending other humans' human rights. Our government is contaminating crime scenes, defending these felons, and will even go as far to say that these actions were justified. As an Asian American living in this world, writing the script was extremely scary for me because I did not want the people around me to get hurt. But then I realized that times of fear are the most important times to state your opinion and fight for what you believe is right. Even if our community is falling apart piece by piece, now is the time to rebuild it stronger than ever. Now is the time to be loud. Now is the time to speak up for the silenced. ICE out! up is Lotus, who is also a representative from OWL.
We are watching history repeat itself in real time, and what makes it even worse is how familiar it all feels, because the same patterns that once separated a family, silenced a communities, and made people live looking over their shoulders are happening again under new labels and new excuses. And every time it gets brushed off or as normal or unavoidable, another line is crossed and another family is left to carry a consequence they never deserved, which is why standing here today matters, because waiting has never protected anyone and silence has never fixed injustice. And pretending not to see what is happening only gives permission for it to continue. So this is a call to stop accepting harm as policy and fear as routine, to choose dignity over control and humanity over convenience, to protect families instead of breaking them apart, to listen to communities instead of dismissing them, and to finally draw a line that says enough. Because this is not one protest, one school, or one day. This is a movement, not a moment.
Next up are Washington's representatives, Dailene, Cindy, and Belinda.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. My name is Dailene Leon Cartagena and I am the Washington representative. Today I'm here with two of my student leaders and our speeches are a little different. We came here today and we came to share our stories. So this is our stories.
Hi, my name is Belinda Perez. Imagine having to leave everything behind just to give your child a better life. Well, I am a proud daughter. I'm proud to say that I am a daughter of two hardworking immigrants. They made many sacrifices for me and my siblings just so we can have everything we need. Immigrants deserve respect, not fear. Immigrants come for a better future, not to commit crimes. They come here to live a dream, not a nightmare. All they ask for is the chance to live without fear and to be treated as normal human beings.
Hello, my name is Cindy Martinez, and I'm also a proud daughter of two hardworking immigrants. My parents sacrificed everything to come here. They spent days without eating, no food, no water, but hope. Where is it? They came here with nothing and made a living for themselves. No family should fear of being torn apart. Immigrants are not criminals. They're survivors, providers, and the reason many of us are here. I stand here to speak for those who can't and my parents, because we want change and to be heard.
Okay, as I said earlier, my name is Dailene Leon Cartagena, and I stand here today telling all of you that I am a proud daughter, sister, niece, and cousin to immigrants. So with that being said, this is my family story. My father, the oldest of four, became a father figure to his siblings and the solitary provider, taking the opportunity of getting his education taken away at a very young age. He worked long days to bring food to their table. Later on, meeting my mother and having two beautiful children, he decided that it was time to leave it all behind and immigrate to this country, the country of dreamers, and provide a better life and future for his family. He worked days and nights, often exhausted with aches and missing his family, but kept going with only one thing in mind: the ability to give his family everything and so much more of what he once never had. My mother, the oldest of 10, and the mother of two children, seeing the unsafe situations in El Salvador, decided to also immigrate to this country and reunite with her husband to fight this battle together and help their families financially. with hope and faith in God, to one day reunite with their children and be all together again. Till this day, she still feels the guilt of leaving her children behind and missing some of their biggest milestones. But she knows deep down that what she did for her children paid off, because later on, my siblings came to this country with a foundation built by them. My older sister, Wendy, got to this country at 14 years of age, now being a U.S. citizen, a wife, a mother of 3, and a very hardworking and responsible person. She gives it her all to now fulfill the same dream my parents once had, to give her children everything she once had and more. My older brother, Brian, got to this country at 8 years old. While getting his education here, he became a high school graduate and earned his bachelor's degree in criminal justice. He is now a U.S. citizen and a juvenile probation officer. With a passion to attempt and make positive change in the lives of troubled youth. What about this sounds like a crime? The privilege of me being born here and becoming a U.S. citizen at birth isn't anything different than my parents and siblings coming to this country as immigrants and later on becoming U.S. citizens and residents. Most immigrants have the same story as this. So why are we getting profiled as criminals? Why do they see us on the streets and think that we are criminals? With that being said, we have Sangre Azteca and lo hicimos con mucho orgullo.
Up next is one of Como representatives, Rihanna.
Hi, my name is Rihanna, and I'm a proud daughter of immigrants, and I'm a senior at Como Park Senior High School. Go Cougars. Today, I want to have a conversation about the things that have been happening in our communities, our state, and our country. I want to begin by saying that immigrants are the backbone of this country. No human being is illegal on land that was stolen to begin with. Seeking out better life for your family is not a crime and never was. And being from another country is not a crime when immigration was the foundation upon which this country was built from. This country's pledge states in its final sentence, with liberty and justice for all, not for some. Immigrants are not people who are less worthy of freedom and opportunity than others, and anyone who tells you otherwise is wrong. Let me state this clearly. Being an undocumented immigrant is not a crime. It is a civil offense, and that's the only thing it is. Ooh, my bad, guys. History has taught us this. Stand up for what you believe in, even if you are standing alone. We are constantly told that we have the power to change the world, and I believe that means we are obligated to try. During these dark times, when hope and faith feel dim, we must stand united as a front and push forward until we reach the light at the end of the tunnel. I believe in you. We all believe in you. Let me reiterate this again. Immigrants have always been and will always be the backbone of this country. I know this to be true because my parents are immigrants and probably one of the most hardest working people that I know. I know this too, and each and every one of us has a voice, no matter how loud or how quiet it may be. Use it. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Continue to call out the injustices you see. Fight for those who are denied the future they deserve, simply because some believe a piece of paper is more valuable than a person's life. And as always, we love immigrants!
Up next is Como's other representative, Sophia.
Hey guys, my name is Sofia Gonzalez. I'm a senior at Como Park High School and a proud daughter of an immigrant father from Mexico.
We are all here today as the voices of those who have been silenced. And we are here today for our families, our neighbors, our friends. ICE was created as a system to enforce laws, but the only thing it's enforcing is fear and trauma. Fear in our communities, workplaces, schools. In our classes, we learn about freedom and equality and justice. But outside those classes, parents are disappearing, houses are going dark, and children are left alone. No family should be separated by handcuffs and paperwork. This system treats migration like a crime and survival as a threat. But let's make something clear. Immigrants are not criminals. It's not a crime to seek safety or to seek a better future for your life and life for your children. Yet millions are labeled as criminals and illegal before they're ever even seen as humans. As children, we are all told to dream big. So what about those immigrants that were once children too, choosing to make their dreams a reality, sacrificing everything to create a better future for themselves, to make their dreams come true? The difference is simply geographical location, and many are denied a future just because of where they were born. We hear the stories and see the pain, and we must put a stop to all of this. It's not affecting a singular group anymore. It's affecting all of us. We all feel it. Students are missing school out of fear. Parents aren't working. Teachers are figuring out how to go on with lessons like normal, but none of this is normal. History is going to remember what we endured, and history will judge us for our silence or our courage. So today we're choosing courage. We're choosing the courage to walk out and speak out, the courage to say we want ICE to stop terrorizing our neighborhoods, separating families, and the courage to demand an end to the system built on intimidation. A todos los inmigrantes les quiero decir que sí son bienvenidos aquí, te queremos aquí y seguiremos apoyándolos. Vamos a seguir luchando y alzando la voz por ustedes. To all the immigrants, I want to say you are welcome here. We will keep supporting you guys, and we will keep using our voices for you. We are the next generation that has the opportunity to create change. So let's keep using our voices. Let's keep being loud. To the administration, we hope you see us, we hope you hear us, and realize enough is enough, and get ICE out.
Hey guys, quick announcement before we keep on going. Washington and Como, your vans are here to take you guys back to school right there in front. So you guys should start heading out. That vans are going to leave at 2:40. So Washington and Como, if you guys need to get on those vans, the vans are right there, just heading out. The first van's there. If you need to get back to the school and get on the buses, you need to get on those vans, so start heading there now. Thank you.
I have a fast announcement for Capitol Hill Middle School. We are going to be meeting on the South Lawn. Find your friends, make sure they get back safely. We need to leave so we can get back on the buses. Stay safe, you guys.
Hello, everybody. There is a warming space at Christ Lutheran Church at 105 University Avenue. Okay, if you go there to get warm, there's hand warmers, there's hot drinks. Go there, warm up, use the restroom, rest up. Okay, everybody who has borrowed anything from Indigenous Roots, you guys need to bring all your supplies and your vests and your megaphones back to Indigenous Roots.
So you can come see us. My name's David. Sorry, this is David. I'm Shiseatli. We'll be over here by the statue on this other side. If you borrowed anything from Indigenous Roots, that includes the vests. There's green, orange, and pink ones. If you guys borrowed any, I'm going to have to get them back. And then any megaphones that have the Indigenous Roots sticker on them, I'm going to have to get those back. Thank you.
Marshals that are over by that tree over there will escort people to the warming house.
So if you want to go to the warming house, go see them, go warm up, all that stuff. Power to the people. We give back to the representative. We have Zeus from TCA.
Great.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zeus. I am 17 years old, and I am of TCA, Twin Cities Academy High School. I am a senior who graduates in June. I was born in Chicago, on the south side. I later moved to St. Paul to escape the violence of the south side. I've lived here the entirety of my life, specifically on the east side. I am a first-gen U.S. I was born here. Okay, right. My parents are immigrants. Two, hardworking, who crossed a dangerous desert in order to seek a better life, a better quality of life. And I'm here to talk about my story, my family's story. And to hopefully give you something to take home and really think about. And then to hopefully give you something to act upon. My parents divorced when I was 6. When I was 11, me and my sister lived and moved with my dad. In 2023, my younger brother was born. And a few months ago, my mother's husband was deported back to the country where he was born. Since then, my mother has been stressed out. I have been stressed out. We have been going all over the place, making sure things are okay in case if she gets kidnapped by ICE, by these domestic terrorists. She is working harder than ever to make ends meet. She is out and about picking up groceries and other things that she needs. She is planning to move back to the country where her husband resides. Once everything is sold, then she is ready to move. Sorry, I am really nervous right now. My mother is worried that if she is taken away by this modern day Gestapo, that she will never see me and my family ever again. She does not want to be separated from my younger brother the way she was with me and my sister. She wants to see my younger brother grow up the way she couldn't with me and my brother. And it is not only my family going through this. There are families all over this state, all over this city, all over this country who are worrying about the same things that I do, that my family does. There are other families who have it worse. I mean, way worse. And I am lucky just to have what I have with my family. I am lucky to have them here. Yesterday, I broke down talking about it, thinking about it with my family. Because I am so tired of all of it. I am scared, but I am also angry. They need to get out of this state. There are children who are being born here, who are being separated from their families by this domestic terrorist organization. They operate at the orders of Kristi Noem and Donald Trump. They are despicable. There are children who have the fear of being one of the unfortunate of being stripped away from their families. Children like me, I am fearful that my parents will be kidnapped one day on their way back home from work, and that I will never see them again. But all of us children here who are born to immigrants, we will not forget this. As we grow older, we will act. We will continue to make our voices heard. And we will not forget any of this. We will not let it happen again. When I was 8 years old, I got into politics. Why I got into politics? Because of the 2016 presidential election. I heard Trump say things about immigrants that no president should ever say. Can you imagine that? An 8-year-old worried about an election? What needs to happen for that to happen? The whole reason why I'm here is because I care. I care of everyone. I care about politics. We all need to be aware. Thank you. Aware of our politics. Aware of what is going on before they happen and come here to us. Going back to that night in 2016 in November, I recall asking myself, what is going to happen to me? What is going to happen to my parents, to my family, and other families around the country? Will I be okay? Will I ever see them again? These are questions that no 8-year-old should have to ever ask themselves. And I worried that the president was going to send soldiers to rip families apart at that time. Fortunately, it didn't happen then, but it is happening now. And we need to put an end to it. Everyone, all of us need to put an end to this. There are families living in terror. People wondering if they'll be stopped and kidnapped on a daily basis. Things that no person should have to worry about. It has gotten so bad that our own mayor has had to carry her passport. Can you believe that? An elected official being forced to carry their passport out of fear of being kidnapped. The way things are going, they're not escalating as a result of us here who are gathering. They are escalating as a result of ICE and their actions. And this only forces me to think that things might get worse. However, what we are doing right now, exercising our constitutional rights, speaking out and acting, is pushing ICE back, even if we don't see it. I call upon people to act. Most of us here are students who are outraged at what has been happening on our own streets outside of our schools. I want you all to register or pre-register for the midterm elections. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this speech, it is that pre-register and register for these elections. If you turn 18 before November, then register. Vote. Educate you, your family, and your friends on voting. And I want to close off on telling everyone here that we are not alone. Yeah, I've been through this before. Our community, our state is a strong one. We spoke up for George Floyd and in 2020. We managed through the assassinations of Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband, Mark Hortman. Rest in power. And last week, the assassination of Nicole Good. That should not have happened. And yes, rest in power, Nicole Good. I have hope that we will all get through this like we have done before. Long live democracy. Long live immigrants.
All right, next up is Sarah and Emma from Capitol Hill.
What has happened? What has happened to our city? People used to just stay inside, away from other people. It's part of that cool climate culture everyone's talking about, right? Now, people are staying inside, not in fear of social interaction, but in fear for their lives, their families' lives, their friends' lives. Their friends' freedom, their families' freedom, their own freedom. The surge in ICE activity in the Twin Cities this winter has led to more than 2,000 people having been arrested by ICE over this period, spreading fear over our community. Know your rights. Help others know their rights. Don't let the masked ones with guns take away your rights. Thank you.
All right, here's Ella.
Thank you so much for coming. We're here to commemorate the over 2,000 unjust arrests by ICE since December here in Minnesota, and the horrible raw death of Renee Nicole Good just 1 week ago today. I cannot convey the amount of worry that has coursed through every single person in these cities, myself included. I never thought Minnesota would be the next target. Now, students can't go to school because they're worried the second they leave, an ICE agent will be waiting for them outside. Now, protesters are worried they'll be silenced by pepper spray and tear gas for standing and holding a sign. I thought freedom of peaceful assembly was in our Constitution, but what do I know? I'm just an 8th grader. An 8th grader who goes to school worried I'm not going to come back home because our federal government would rather let kids die than put restrictions for military weapons in place. Individuals in ICE will never understand how their actions truly affect the people they detain. And if this was really about getting rid of criminals, then there wouldn't be one in office. Ethnic groups are being directly targeted because they can now be arrested for features that immediately make them illegal, even if they are 3rd, 4th, 5th generation. Native Americans are being detained. Yeah. This is all one big white supremacy act. As my sign says, prisons without due process are concentration camps. Remember that one time when a specific group of people were sent to labor and torture camps for things they couldn't control about themselves? Yeah. Anyway, I applaud everyone for coming because all of you here today are already making better decisions than our federal government. It's still winter, the ice hasn't melted yet, but spring is coming. Thank you.
Anybody who wants to be warmed up or bathroom breaks, marshals down there are going to lead people to the church, and anybody wants to go with them to get warm. All right, next up is Charles from CCA.
Hello. I want to give a big shout out to everybody who showed up today. Big round of applause to yourselves. You guys should be proud of yourself for fighting for what we believe in. 100%. ICE has been targeting communities all over our state. ICE has people scared. Scared to the point where people can't go outside. They're scared to go outside. Fear to do regular things like grocery shopping, drive, hang out with people, and everything across that line. This system is a system that tears families apart, and ignores due process, and treats human beings like nothing. Immigrants are our neighbors, our classmates, our co-workers, our friends, our neighbors. They deserve dignity, fairness, and respect and humanity. And I believe real change comes from people who refuse to accept injustice. To the people who couldn't make it out here, and to the people who are scared, I'm with you. And we will fight for you. And we will fight for you until the very end, until we win this war. Because we will win until Donald Trump you're not going to win this war. The people always win. God bless.
All right, next up is Keziah from Central. Hello, my name is Keziah, and I'm a junior at Central High School. I first wanted to thank everyone who is already here right now, and anybody who's leaving. I hope you get home safe and can stay warm. And thank you guys for coming. To start, what I wanted to do with my time here today is really put stories and faces to the problems we communities are facing here in Minnesota. To start off, I'm a musician and I take lessons at Walker West. Unfortunately, a young girl who was also taking violin lessons, younger than me, she was in elementary school, had to stop taking lessons because her father was deported by ICE. Not only that, we had speakers who were supposed to speak to students who were unable to show up because of problems with ICE. I am a son of a teacher in Minneapolis, and ICE surrounds the schools every day, or not every day, but they have shown up multiple days, forcing the school on lockdown, as well as many students unable to show up. As well as that, teachers have had to start teaching hybrid, which puts a huge discrimination on students who do not have correct applications at home, and as well as difficulties for teachers to teach their entire classroom, especially with weekends notice. Not only that, I wanted to bring up many of my friends who have to support their families who are unable to go out because of fear of ICE. As well, I have a friend who has to keep his father's location on him in fear that he would be detained. In Roosevelt, there was I apologize. In Roosevelt, there was outside of the school, as ICE arrived, they were talking with ICE agents, and after an altercation were detained, and after the altercation, nobody knew where they were for the weeks following. With all this said, I want to bring this up because these examples are proof of what ICE's real purpose is. ICE, like my fellow speakers here today have brought up, have claimed that their purpose in showing up in our communities is to help secure the United States and defend against criminal immigrants and organizations here in the United States. But the truth is, they're here to scare you. They're here to invoke fear among our communities. They will show up in places where you can turn to and find confined and safe spaces where you enjoy learning, where you are able to find music, all these locations, and they're there to stoke fear. It is no mistake that they show up and detain people in public spaces, in the streets, in our shopping centers, in all these places. Is all on purpose to put fear in you. But here today, I think we are proof that we are not scared. Even in this very cold Wednesday, that I want to thank everybody for showing up in, we are here today standing because we know what is right and what we should speak up against. ICE will not keep us silent, and we will speak for those who are unable to. I want to thank you all for coming. I want to urge you to continue fighting for what is right, for what you know is right, for your supporting your community, and staying safe. Thank you. Up next is America, also from Central.
All right,
First and foremost, I want to thank everyone who came out.
For those of you who are just joining us, we are at the Capitol. As you can see here, there's still hundreds of students who are out here. We've been out here now since about 11 a.m. Extremely cold weather here. Thousands of students participated today in a city-wide walkout. We are headed to a 4 p.m. press conference held by women and mothers who are demanding justice for Renee Good. And so we're going to have to get ready to bring this stream down here. I know that these speakers are still here sharing their thoughts, speaking out. Students demanding justice for Renee Good. Students here demanding that ICE leave our state. And so this was a powerful display of unity from our students here in the city of St. Paul, and really just an opportunity for them to share their voice and their perspective. Several students shared today how they've been impacted, having a classmate or having a relative who already has faced deportation. We've seen a lot of districts either offering virtual learning or moving their classes fully to virtual learning to make sure that students can continue to learn safely. And so this is something that we're seeing every single day, protests happening across the city, across the state. But today's protest was held by students. So we're going to go ahead, close things down. Make sure you guys go and follow and support SPEAK MPLS. They've been helping a lot on our back end of our live stream and even sending people out here to help with camera work. So we definitely appreciate them. We want you guys to support them. You guys can support me by heading over to georgiaford.com/support. Thank you guys. Have a good day.
Speak out. I didn't comprehend why my parents fought so hard for their rights in a country where it's supposed to be justice and freedom for all.